It's causing like that.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Alan from Madden, and I'm gonna put the chat on here. So we're just gonna wait for some people to come on board, and just let us know when you're on here by saying hello. And it looks like we're about 3 minutes behind, so just gonna give it a minute here real quick, and then we have some exciting news for you guys.
Is that better?
You know what? It's still actually.
These are lower, huh?
I don't know. We're gonna fix the lighting here real quick.
Tell me if that here. Stay there so you can see it while I'm doing it. Just watch your.
It's like killing my eyes. So I'm just gonna put my hat on real quick. Let's see. Oh, it's giving me a big shadow on my hat, my eyes, but that's okay.
Is it better though?
Pull this one down.
Well, this one's you want one over the top.
Okay, we'll lower this one more and then point it up. Yeah, I think if you do that, it would be good. I think it was just too far down.
I do too.
There we go.
Is that better?
It's actually not. It's still horrible. But
is it?
Yeah. I don't know what it is. Pull it back a little bit. It's like it's like right in my eyes.
Is that better?
Yeah, that should be fine. I think it'll be all right.
How's this?
So that's good enough. That's good. Okay. Yes, we're fixing lighting right now for the webinar. So okay.
It's a little bit better.
Anthony, I have to call you, buddy, so I'm going to text you and call you just so you know. And Luella, hi. I'm glad that we're all here. So it looks like we have the core team, which is good. We're starting to get some more people on. Uh-oh, there he is, the hero, Mr. Stoder himself. He's got accounts flying in left and right. He's been a busy, busy bee. All right. And Brandon as well. And how's that Spanish deal looking? Pretty good. We reset that up.
It's ready to go. So it's got all the docs in. So
excellent.
Should be.
All right.
Wrapping in his email.
Looks like we have 4 people on, and we got 1, Anthony, 2, 3, Luella, Jay, 5. That's weird because it's only registering. We got Bill, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it's registering 4 on here. It's really strange. We're gonna have to figure out. There's 5.
Yeah, I think people are getting booted off and on, or I can't tell.
Yeah. Are you guys having any problems seeing the streaming, guys?
Yeah, is there a lot of buffering or no?
Is there any buffering going on? Okay. 21 hours a day. We're at 6 leads tomorrow. Uh-oh, nice. Wayne. Hey, Wayne, there he is. Wayne, we're working on, I think, is it Wayne's, we got all kinds of, no buffering problems. Okay, good. All right, so, yep, people are starting to load on now. Yep, here they come. All right, so we got – okay,
yeah, I think what it was is I contacted Cox, and they said that they were having a local issue.
Okay, got you. And I have hopefully something that you guys will be able to hear. We have I know you guys have been asking for recordings of what it sounds like. Well, I have some leads to add tomorrow as well. Again, finally, good. Okay, and I think everybody's getting the handle of how we do things around here. And you guys are doing a great job, by the way. So yes, we're the slow ones when it comes to the new system that you guys have coming. So again, just to go over that real quick, we do have some good news is that there was a problem, and there was an app that you guys had, the mobile app, that was released without testing being done at all by one of our developers by mistake. So what happened when that happened is that we had the Apple device was not working the same as the Google device, or you guys that have the Samsung phones and things like that. So when you downloaded it from Google and downloaded it from the Apple store, there was 2 different scenarios of how the app was working. So within a couple of days, they fixed the problem with Apple, and the Apple device will be able to do everything that the Google device does. So that way, everything will work in coherence with each other, and you guys will be able to download sub agents. And then those sub agents, just so you understand the way the sub agents work, is that sub agents are people that might be family or friends that work on your commission structure. Now, we're going to chop it down for you, so that way you can let us know if you want to change the commission structure for sub agents. But typically what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys 75% of the money, and they'll get 25% as far as if they send in any leads on your behalf. But in your back office, you guys are going to be able to see the leads, and you guys will be able to see anybody that isn't sub-agent underneath you. If you have 5 sub-agents, you'll see all those people in your back office, and you'll see all the business they bring in. So you guys will be able to see everything that's going on. And then on the leads that we're working, I know that you guys haven't had a lot of communication inside the website, so we're fixing that problem. It should actually be fixed. So from now on, actually, you guys, on the leads that we're working for you guys should start getting notes like you were supposed to in the system on the leads that you guys are sending in. And I just want to say you guys are doing a great job sending in leads. We're working on a bunch of leads for a bunch of different people. I know we're working on one for Jay. That's a really good one for 0% for a flooring company. The lady comes back on Thursday. I think tomorrow is when we're supposed to call her. We're working on a bunch for Brandon. I think Brandon's one just closed, or is very close to closing. Then we have
No, it's closed.
It's closed. Okay, and then we have and he actually sent that one in right before the $100 thing. So whichever one is the next one that closes, we're working on a bunch of one. So it's like a close contest to whatever is going to be the $100 one on the next one that actually closes. And so just to let you know, you guys were sending them in even when we started that, and they quickly came in. It just takes a minute for us to actually do all the paperwork. So business owners are very busy, and as far as doing paperwork and all that type of stuff, especially on credit card processing deals, they have to send things back and forth, banking information, their IDs, all kinds of paperwork. And that's why it's good that we do all that work for you. Now in the new system, you guys are going to have be able to earn commissions on some different things, and we're going to talk real briefly about that as well. Is that on the new system, rather than having sub agents, and the way that it works now is off your own commission structure, you guys get paid on a multitude of different things. So there's going to be members, agents, and consultants. And then when you guys get members involved underneath you, and that's going to be with the commercial, they're going to enroll. There's going to be a $20 a month fee to become a member. You guys are going to get paid a percentage of that membership fee. So there's going to be different percentages for different things. Not to mention, you guys are going to get paid if they purchase different services for their own business. And so there's a menu of services that you guys are really going to like for people to purchase for their own business, which is the WL Madden business. Some of you guys have white labels. Some of you guys already have different stuff. And so when somebody gets enrolled underneath you, depending on what they purchase, you guys are going to have a commission structure for people that purchase things as when they're agents, and also business owners. Of course, you guys are going to get percentages. So it's a full circle, and you guys are going to have a commission structure on everything that we can possibly pay you on. And the reason that we want to do that is to get you guys earning commissions as quickly as possible. We also have a free app that's going to be, for you guys that got enrolled early. It's a free app. It's called the AMFPD. It's actually a personal database. And it's really cool. It's a way for you guys to store all your information, and it's going to come with a video that explains exactly how to use it. And it's a really cool app that allows you to have everything in your phone, all your business stuff, all your stuff. Like, let's say that you need your Facebook password or your Gmail password or your banking information, all the stuff that you already know that we're always losing or trying to keep in our head. Your personal database is going to be able to keep all that stuff, and it's going to be a free app for you guys. And then we're going to be able to let you guys allow you guys to give it out to business owners in certain situations also for free. And that's going to be able to give you guys something to get your foot in the door with when it comes to these business owners. But
Don't close that. Hold on.
and give me one sec, guys. We're trying to fix. It looks like we're having some streaming problems here. So yeah, basically what we're going to do for you guys is we're going to give you guys, when you guys have lead lists and different things, email lists that you guys might get your hands on, you guys will be able to send free stuff to business owners to get your foot in the door with them as well. So we have a lot of real cool stuff that's going on, and you guys are really going to like it. When you guys are able to walk into a business owner's door, give them a free application, give them a video on how to use it, and say, by the way, WL Madden, we offer all these different business services. We want to give you a gift. Here's this right here, and we want you guys to start using it. Watch the video, and we have all these different business services. Now we also, you guys have been asking us to record some of the calls, and we had a perfect example today from an agent of a call that came in from somebody that it was a business loan they were looking for. So what I did is I recorded the phone call just so you guys could listen to it. And I actually believe that one of his partners is an agent. So it was two gentlemen that that needed a business loan, and we're working on that deal already right now for them. And I'll let you guys listen to that call, and then we can, after that, we can go forward and we can answer some different questions for you as far as what's going on and where we're going with things. Let's take a look here. So let me find which phone I recorded this on, and hopefully it's loud enough. If not, we're gonna have to. So you guys are gonna have to tell me if you guys can hear this. And it's about 20 minutes. I don't know if we need to listen to the whole 20 minutes, but this way you can hear the approach of what we do once we get one of your leads that comes in. This is a live transfer that came from agent. So let's see if you can hear this real quick, and then we'll answer some questions, and then John and I can talk to you guys about some different stuff. So let's see.
Just to let you know, on all of our phone calls, we record everything for quality assurance and training purposes. And so
can you guys hear that?
Know that up front. And Steve,
can somebody tell me if you can hear that?
Name, Steve?
Ferris.
Ferris?
Yeah, Ferris. F-A-R-R-I-S.
That's my last name. What a coincidence. What do you know? Small world. We must be family members. What's his first name?
It's Pete. He's sitting right here. What's your name?
My name's Alan Ferris.
Okay, good.
Small world.
Hey, Pete, are you Middle Eastern, Pete? I'm Lebanese.
No, but it is a Middle Eastern name, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Are you with an A or E?
I'm with an A, F-A-R-R-I-S, yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah.
What a small world. Yeah, excellent. Okay. Now, so just to let you know what we do, I mean, a few years back, because I've been in the industry for quite some time as far as the funding industry and the credit card processing industry. I have a consulting firm, and I also have a digital marketing firm. So what we noticed is that small to medium-sized businesses all needed the same service. So that's kind of how we put together everything that's happening right now. So we have a lot of different solutions, and they're really designed to help companies grow to the next level. And just like whatever services you need, we kind of vet all the companies that we work with, meaning that, I mean, you guys get called all day long for funding or for being on the first page of Google or for, credit card processing. So all we did is connect ourselves to the best of every business category to make sure that when you guys are working with us, you can get the services that you need, and they're the right services for you. So with that being said, what I can do, I mean, we can talk about the funding options, and we can kind of figure out what's best. But what is it that you guys actually do? What is your business?
Okay, we're a remodeling company.
Oh, okay, great. Like home remodeling?
Yes, residential mostly, a little bit of commercial.
Oh, awesome. Okay, and so let me do you guys have a website right now?
Yes.
Okay, got you. And what is the website?
It is epicremodelers.com. www.epicremodelers.com.
Oh, I like that. Epic Remodelers. That's pretty cool. All right, so I'll check that out. And then as far as what you guys are looking to do over the course of the next year, for example, are you guys working? Do you guys have, how many employees do you guys have?
Just two.
So you guys just do it together, or you have two more employees?
Nope, just the two of us. We subcontracted most. We manage the jobs.
Gotcha. You manage the jobs and then you pull subcontractors in. I understand. Okay. And then as far as your monthly volume, what are you guys bringing in on a monthly volume, would you say?
I think it's around 25 to 30.
25 to 30. And how long have you been in business for?
We've been doing this for about 7 years, and then we restructured it just 7 months ago. We're running it as the DBA, and then we incorporated it about 7 months ago.
When you say, is it an LLC or are you a corporation?
S Corp.
It's an S Corp. Okay, great. And you did that 7 months ago?
Maybe 8 months ago, like June or July. I don't remember exactly when. But it was last summer.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay. And what made you decide to take action to do that?
We were looking at a couple larger size projects, and the sort of certificates of insurance were always a problem because of our old parent company, which was Sunset Hills Investing Group, DBA Epic Remodelers. Everyone got confused, so we just went straight Epic Remodelers and incorporated it.
So now you guys, the name of the actual company is Epic Modelers Corporation.
Epic Remodelers Inc.
Epic Remodelers Inc. Okay, Epic Remodelers Inc. And how are you guys generating your leads right now? How are you getting business? Word of mouth or website?
Well, we get hits on our website. We're a premier contractor with Home Advisor.
Yeah, Home Advisor. Okay.
We got a 5-star rating with them.
Okay, perfect.
Great reviews. So
great reviews, good. How many reviews do you have on Home Advisor?
Maybe a dozen.
Okay, good. And then are you guys hooked up with any type of internet marketing stuff like Yelp or Google? Like what type of internet marketing other than Home Advisor are you guys working with? Is there anything else that you're doing? Marketing
other than Facebook page.
You have a Facebook, okay.
Through a third party.
Oh, they manage your Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and again, just to let you know what we do, we're actually a consulting firm. We work with a lot of different businesses in a lot of different business categories. And so, like I said, I own 3 different companies. My companies have been in business for 9 years. And I'm also, I'm A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. I have great reviews with all the companies, and I work nationally. So again, the reason that we do this and the reason I'm asking you these questions is so that we can be most useful to you guys. So anytime that you need some of the services or you want to talk to some companies that we've done stuff for, I'll be able to give you referrals and things like that. And what we're going to do is ask you a few questions such as, where do you want to be in a year from now? Are you guys looking to basically be able to get to the point where you guys no longer have to go and manage the jobs and have someone else do it for you? Are you looking to grow to that level, or are you looking to stay kind of where you're at and always manage the jobs and grow as far as having more jobs? Like what if you could say, Alan, in a year from now, this is what we would like to have happen, what would it look like?
Well, obviously, our business is, sales driven. Nobody can predict the future.
Yeah.
But you can certainly see us, if we had better cash flow, being able to take on more projects.
Okay.
We've got a pretty deep resource of trades that been with us really for damn near 20 years.
Right.
So that's not the problem. The problem, obviously, is we never wanted to take on more than we can tackle.
Yeah.
And that's predicated on money.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you had more money, what would you be able to do with it? Give me an example.
We've got one debt we're trying to get cleaned up. We had a hard money lender that we had a $3 million line of credit, or $3.75 million line of credit with them.
Oh, wow.
I think we're down to about 27,000, 28,000 we owe him.
Oh, wow, that's it? So you went from 250,000 to 27,000?
No, 750.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna stop it there, and we're just gonna the reason that I wanted to play that for you is just so that you understand the basics of what we're doing here, and it's everything that we pretty much told you guys how to do when you enter into a business or you talk to a business owner. You can hear how fluid the conversation goes when a business needs something, especially if they need money or they want to save money. That's typically the easiest way to approach businesses. And so whoever brought this lead in, obviously there was a need. So there was already a need there created. Now in your situation, when you're approaching a new business, you're going to be creating that need. I mean, they probably already have it, but you need to kind of find out what that is. And that's why on that video where we show you how to approach businesses, as you can see, we used a lot of the same techniques in this situation that you would use, but there's a lot of question asking by me and a lot of listening by me. So a lot of you guys know that I can talk quite a bit, but it's the reverse when you're actually doing selling that you need to be doing to gather as much information as you can. John, do you want to expand on what that's
Yeah,
like?
I mean, there's the things that Alan went through a lot of the basics. I mean, some of the first things that he did are essentially what I'd say is kind of just building out a data file for the customer. So he asked them their company name. He asked them how long they've been in business. He asked them if they've already, because they're looking to get lending, He asks them if they've already gotten lending or if they've done it in the past, if they have any previous relationships where they've had money lent to them, how it went. He asked them what they were going to do with the money. These are the basic questions where you're building a data file for that customer. All that information is relevant, and it's things that we'll go back over with the customer on. So if you ask them and then don't tell us, then we'll be asking them again, and we won't know the answer, and they'll expect us to know. So if you're going to ask the question, make sure you give us the answers. If not, we'll ask the question. This is all about building out a file. So that might mean talking to the customer and getting information about, what types of products and services that they offer. It might be about the dollar amount of that product, whether it's $100 or $100,000 per sale. Obviously 100,000 is probably not common, but what it comes down to is you're building out that file, and then we're going to need basic information from them. So you need letting them know, hey, listen, this is going to be a merchant account that's attached to your business. So there's not a pull on your credit, but what is going to show, or what is going to be required, is for us to identify you. So we're going to need you to have some identifiable things, like you're going to need your driver's license. You're going to need a voided check. You're going to need the articles of organization of your LLC, partnership, sole proprietorship. You're going to need your tax ID. You're going to need also to know the officers that are attached to the company and what percentage of ownership that they are. And then you're going to need, obviously, the physical business address, the mailing address. And by having all that, that's pretty much the front to the tip to the tail on the info of what we call KYC. KYC is an industry name for know your customer or know your client. And KYCing your customer is a requirement for documentation. So if you are getting someone that has documents to them, or if you have a customer that has a application to them and they still have KYC requirements, again, know your customer requirements, the document will not move forward. So knowing that, if we do have a situation where we have somebody, we say, and we reach out to you and say, hey, this is your lead. This is a lead you sent to us. We need you to contact the customer about getting in their driver's license. We need you to contact the customer about getting in a voided check. We don't need an actual picture of their driver's license. We usually just need the driver's license number, and as far as any questions on that, sometimes you run into questions here. People will say, well, why do you need all this personal information? Why do you need to know, who I am? Or why do you need my tax ID? Why do you need my social security number? Clearly, they're operating in the United States. Every single business owner that takes credit cards, that wants to work with Visa, MasterCard, has to provide that information. Now, if you feel more comfortable talking to robots, is what I always tell people, I can just send you to a form and you could fill it out. It still goes into the application, and it still has to be hand passed by a human being, checked by a human being, and then verified by a human being in order for it to be accepted. So there is no, you're not asking for anything weird. You're not digging into their personal life. Don't feel uncomfortable about that kind of thing. If they come back and they say, yeah, well, I was setting up, they said they were going to get me processing for my business, and then they wanted all this personal information. Well, don't be surprised. Here's what we're going to ask for. Everything the government requires, everything that Visa, MasterCard requires in order to allow somebody to take someone else's credit card and charge it. Okay. So, clearly that requires that you know who the person is you're dealing with, who the business is that you're dealing with, where they're located. I mean, what bank account they want their money into. These aren't crazy questions, but they are required. We go through this information with the customer every time. And so that's what the KYC is. When you're picking and building out a data file, building a data file for a customer is something different. That's the name, that's their company name, that's their address, that's what their product is, that's their monthly volume, that's their dollar amounts of their ticket items. These are questions that we're going to ask. However, some of them, like Alan showed you, can be used to show interest. So if you're asking the question anyway, and this is the point, I'm just repeating myself, which is, what do they say? 7 times to remember it. I hope you guys can get it in 3 or 4. So, I mean, I know we can. We're smart. We're WL Madden agents, so we're smarter than the average bear. So the bottom line is that if you ask the question, send us the information. If you don't ask the question, we'll ask it. But if you ask the question, send it to us in the notes or in the information for the lead, so that way we all sound like a team. And that's super important. You want to make us sound as professional and incredibly on top of it and effective as possible. The way that you do that is by making sure that you're sharing the data that you asked for with us. And what we'll do is we'll use something called a verity. And what that is it's just Latin for truth. Okay. So verity means to take whatever it is that they say and make sure that it's accurate. So we'll go back over it. Hey, it looks like here that you're doing this much a month in volume in the flooring business. Okay, great. Looks like here you had a $750,000 loan already and you guys have almost paid it off. Okay. And we'll go over each one of those points. And what us going over each one of those points does for the customer actually is it actually shows that we already know who they are. We know things about them. It builds comfortability. It develops a relationship. And then that relationship is so important because you guys all know when somebody has a relationship with you already, you're going to feel more comfortable with giving me driver's license number, social security number, the other questions that you might, you don't even need to ask. We'll ask for those. But, by you sharing the pieces of information you have, it allows us to make an emotional connection with the customer. And by us having that emotional connection and by us having that previous relationship kind of feel to the call, it makes it how many times easier? I mean, 1,000 times, right?
Yeah, that makes everything a lot easier. So, and again, we do want you to remember that we're giving you this information. This is kind of information because as you guys move along, you guys will be able to accomplish more and more and more. So Wednesday nights, as we already know, the Wednesday night is set up for agents that are already involved with us. We still want you to remember, we're going to keep this real simple for you. So don't think that this is information that you need to remember or you need to, take down every time. But as you start going through the process of talking to business owners, this is all about relationship building. We do want you to keep things as simple as possible. It can be as simple as what you've seen on the other videos, which is, you know what? My partner will handle that. Let me get him on the phone, or I'm not sure about that question. Let me get my partner on the phone and we'll take over the call. But the more information that you can gather and put in the notes, the better, the easier it is for John or I or any of the other consultants to work on the deal for you guys, and the easier it's going to be to close. We have a real simple an effective script that we use to gather information too, which I'll probably send to you guys. And it's also going to be in the new system that we have built out. It's one of the training tools. And it's very similar to what you heard on the phone, which is, it kind of, and I'll read it to you. It kind of goes like this. So it says right here, what is the original service that the lead came in for? So you guys might put in your notes, this person's looking for a website, this person's looking for a loan, this person's looking for a 0% processing. And it just says, hey, Mr. Business Owner, Tim, my name is Alan. It looks like you spoke with agent's name Luella about getting funding or credit card processing for your business, correct? Okay, great. What I'd like to do is set you up with a free business evaluation so we can find the best solutions for your company. Our firm believes in working with business owners at a time that is most convenient for you, which is typically not during business hours, right, Mr. Business Owner? Ha, ha, ha. Okay. I'm sure you're sick of dealing with all the business service companies. I'm sure you're sick of dealing with all the business service companies that call you all day long. We operate on a completely different basis, and that's why so many companies love working with WL Madden. Our business development team actually works all night long to make sure we can take your calls whenever you're available. Okay, now I'm going to pause right there. We're the only company that's going to be doing that. We're the only business service company that takes calls after business hours, which is a big benefit for you guys because that's when deals are closed. That's when we actually seal the deal. Is like after business hours, it's a lot easier for these people to sit down in front of their computer and let us show them what we can do for them. Real quick, Mr. Business Owner, let me ask you a few questions so that I can give you a personal consultant. So now they already have a personal consultant. Wow. The proper information they need to speed things up a bit for you. Okay. And that's when we go into the questions that we are going to need. Okay. How long have you been in business? And then it says, if funding, have you ever applied for a business loan before? You heard me ask that. If yes, what were the results? Okay, great. And how much is the monthly volume, including your cash and checks? Basically your gross income. Believe it or not, a lot of business owners don't even know the difference between net and gross income. If we could get you qualified for a business loan, is there a certain amount that you're looking for? Great. And what would you be using the money for? These are all questions that we can ask so that we can help them in different situations. If credit card processing, then ask this. Are you currently accepting credit cards? And if so, I'm sure you would love to hear about eliminating your processing fees altogether, right? Of course. Everyone is switching over, so I'm assuming once you hear about the program, you're going to switch over as well. Now, as far as your current credit card processing, how much money are you processing on a monthly basis? Okay, great. Our company is a business development firm that offers services designed to save you money, get you funding, and help you move into the digital marketplace. Okay, I'm sure you can see the value on being on the first page of Google, right? So even if they came in for loans or for credit card processing, you can see that I'm leading them right into the website stuff and the value of being on the first page of Google, which now they're saying, wow, I can eliminate my processing fees and get on the first page of Google. And all we're doing is just having a conversation at this point. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your website and overall web presence? Now, they're going to open up to us at this point because we're not selling them anything. Okay. What is the URL for your business? Now we're going to get their website so we can actually check it out so we can serve them better. If we were able to show you some companies that we've helped out in your industry, would you be interested in hearing about the programs we have for your online presence and reputation management? Right? 2 different services that we offer. We have an online program that we've implemented with a lot of businesses just like yours, and it's designed to increase your customer base and put you on the first page of Google in your business category. Would you be open to learning more about these programs? Again, these are just yes or no questions. Of course they would. Who wouldn't want to hear about that? We have a system that we can fit into your budget. These are business enhancements that we can implement over the course of time. Nothing needs to be done right away, right? So the reason we use words like this is because do we want to do it right away with them? Of course we do. Do we want to make them feel like while we're asking these questions that we're going to try to sell them on it right away? No, because nobody likes to be sold anything. All right, great. I'm going to hand this over to our business development team right away. They'll look over your site and give you some helpful suggestions as far as the approach that you may want to take moving forward with your business. WL Madden vets all the business service companies we partnered up with, and we stand behind any of the institutions and development service firms we partnered up with. We do our best to get the work done in a timely manner, and we never miss a call. You'll have full access to our team anytime, 24 hours a day, so don't hesitate to call us about anything you need, okay? Now, when would be a good time that we can sit down with a nice cup of coffee and chat with one of our consultants? I have a calendar pulled up right now. So again, this actually happens after you guys send us in a lead. This happens before a consultant gets on the phone. Why does that work that way? And this also, just so you know, anybody that we're calling leads for and you guys have used that service, this also happens before this is actually designed just recently. We're finding out that it's working a lot better with your leads and also with the leads that we have that we're calling for people. Is setting, this gets people excited. And what it does is it's a non-invasive way that we can approach these businesses no matter how the lead comes into us. That lets them know, hey, this company offers a whole lot of stuff, not just one thing. They're not trying to jam one service down my throat. And again, it's very beneficial for you guys to be working with a company like us that offers all these services. Now, as you guys know, this is a fairly new program. We're working as hard and as fast as we can. There's things that are not perfect right now, and I apologize to you guys that have anything that hasn't been done up to specs and up to time. Believe me, we're working on it, and because of how well things are going and how well you guys are doing sending in leads, everybody at the company is now full believers in the program because we have agents sending in leads that are starting to close. We have people, the leads that we're calling, obviously, we've been doing that for a long time, but we're doing better and better with those leads. And what's happening right now is it's just going to build out a brand for everybody. And what we're doing with the profits from the company, as we move along and we start to develop profits and the company starts to grow, it's all going to be going back into the company because Bill and our main focus is on making sure that there's a legitimate program out there for you guys to be able to make good money with a multitude of services and a lot of different ways to make money. There's nothing more important to us than that, okay? That's why we work the hours that we do. And if you knew my workload right now, you probably wouldn't believe it, because I get very little sleep, only because we're designing this program out, because I want to put myself in the seat with you guys to where we're all plugged into one system. Everybody can log into that system and we all have the same tools. So that way I can say, you know what? I went out and approached this business or this business today. This is what I did. And all I had to do was call into our own sales team, my own sales team, and then send them over the lead. And they handled everything from there. And I boarded this deal and this deal and this deal to show you guys how simple it truly is. Now, again, there's stuff that you can do online too. So it's not like this has to be a business where you have to go out and approach businesses. You can do it online. We're going to give you email stuff to use. We're going to give you all the tools you need. And so I know you guys have been waiting for some business cards. We actually have some flyers. They're actually being developed right now. They're really nice, by the way. The flyers are really cool, and you guys will have access to those flyers that you can leave at businesses. You can put your agent ID number on them. That way we can ask them, what's the agent ID? Same thing with business cards. We can ask, where'd you hear about us from? Which agent did you come from? And believe me when I tell you, the amount of money that you guys are going to see come in on these deals, once you start setting them up and once they start coming in, your residual portfolio is going to grow. You're going to get upfront money on the services like websites, and like we have mobile applications, we have loans, big upfront money, even on the equipment for credit card processing. You guys get paid an upfront commission on those services. And then the residual services, which are SEO services, credit card processing, keyword optimization, those are some of the residual services. Now, you guys as agents also get paid residually on membership fees of people that are coming into the program underneath you. So once we run this commercial for you guys that is coming out shortly, it's going to be attached to a link. It's going to go right to your website. And when they sign up underneath your website, then that's going to be really amazing, because you're going to start getting paid right away the next month from what they put into. So if you have 10 people that are coming into the program underneath you because they saw the commercial, then right away you're going to start getting money off of that monthly membership fee. Then when they join as an agent, we're going to be calling those people, getting them to enroll as agents, and then you guys get 25% of that, and then you guys get percentages of anything they buy, any of the services that they buy from the service companies that they have access to. You guys are going to get a commission on. Some of the commissions are smaller than others on the services. That all depends on the profit margin that our company makes. Obviously, we can only pay out where there's a profit margin, right? So some of the stuff is smaller than others, but all of it starts to add up. And so we want you guys to stay with the program and want you guys obviously to have success with it. The only way to do that is to have you guys making money as quickly as possible. And that's why we're going to be giving you guys some free stuff that have been waiting. We have a new application that's really cool. And we're also going to be giving you guys that have been with us for a little while some other stuff that we have, kind of some surprises for you, just kind of for the weight of this new system. So again, we're still in pre-launch. We were expecting to launch this new system February 1st. We have a bunch of it put together, and we're actually going to be giving you like partial access to it sooner than later. But what it does, and just so you can just understand kind of the dynamics of it, and I have a whiteboard over there. I almost feel like pulling it over here. But it puts a menu together of the services that you guys have access to, as well as the business owners, because a lot of the services that you guys are going to want to use as you move along in this system, there's a website development system where you guys can make a free copy of a website. And you guys can mess around with, any products that you want. If you have your own products or your own services, you can just mess around with being able to implement different stuff. Because some of you guys are going to want to move in different directions, or you're going to want to add pages and specialize in certain services that you have. We already have a lot of agents that already have their own service. So they have, they might be IT people or life coaches or whatever it is. So they have a separate page for that service, and then that gets added on there. There's SEO tools that show you exactly how to put meta tags and meta descriptions to move those organically up the chain on Google. And those training videos that we're going to be showing you, just like the LinkedIn video that you guys actually were supposed to have emailed to you. So we'll get that right out to you. I'm sorry about that. We have a LinkedIn video to show you how to use LinkedIn. And also, we're going to have Noe mail out the logo to you guys. So you guys can take that logo and download it to your computer. And that way you guys can have the logo and you can use it on your different LinkedIn pages or social media sites, wherever you want to use that logo. And we'll give you content that you can add from the site and from different places. That way you're just not trying to add content yourself. If you guys have your own content that you guys want to start using, just let us know so we can pre-approve it and read through it. I know some of you guys are probably great writers. If you want to start doing stuff like that and adding your own content, then what you want to do. And look who walked in the door. It's Mr. Madden himself. And just so you know, Bill Madden has actually been in town with us this week. That's why we have such a busy week, and we're actually building out this database. And we've been setting up appointments with them. He's been here with the different stuff we have to do with the banks. He's been here for a couple of days now. Bill, how are you?
Very well, guys.
Did you go get to see Marissa's baby?
No, not till tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna do that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
Very good.
Okay, so yeah, Bill himself is here, so you guys can get to meet Bill real quick, and you can hear a little bit about Bill's story, which I think is would be exciting. And what we're actually going to probably do is we have, and just so you guys know, the power of the new system. Matter of fact, I want you guys to hear what the commercial, the beginning, the first. So just so you know, the commercial that you guys are getting. Let's see if I have it right here. I think I have just what it sounds like. This is the script from the commercial. This is not the actual commercial. This is just a script that we made for the commercial. And you guys probably want to hear that. It's like 2 minutes long. So let's do real quick so you can, now this is going to have a face to it as well. But I want you to hear, this is the first part of the funnel. I don't want to play them all, but this is what you guys have to look forward to as far as being able to show people. And I'm going to tell you the power of it in just a second. Okay, so let's listen to that real quick. And you can listen. This has actually Marcus and both myself. We have 2 different ones that we filmed. And this is for the commercial that you guys are going to get, because we're going to have the commercial go to a couple different spots, and we're going to show you very unique ways to use the commercial, especially for you people that have other jobs, like if you're an Uber driver or things like that. We have some cool stuff where you can actually, it's going to be like one of those little things that people can scan, and the commercial will come on, and you can leave that in different places, and make money from home. Scan here, they scan it, and they can listen. And this will be the first part. This is what they'll see with the commercial on it. It'll be the first part of what we call a funnel. It will be one commercial to another, and then it'll ask them to sign up. And then if they don't sign up right there, we'll have them in our database, and we'll call them on your behalf. Okay, so you can listen to this first 2-minute part, and then we'll introduce you to Bill here.
WL Madden commercial script.
And this is the first part.
WL Madden is the leading home-based business program for 2019 and offers the highest commissions of any affiliate marketing or direct marketing program, hands down. This exclusive program was developed out of a need for people that want to work from home to truly have access to all the tools and commissions they need to replace their current income by offering today's cutting-edge business services. Not only do we pay you huge commissions on giving businesses money, but it's all residual as well. What does that mean? That means you have the chance to make thousands of dollars in upfront commissions offering business services like loans, websites, and mobile applications, while potentially earning thousands in monthly reoccurring payments with services such as credit card processing, SEO, and social media marketing. The best part is we do all of the selling for you as well. Imagine having people like me work for you. Sound too good to be true? Well, it's not. WL Madden is the first company of its kind that handles all the customer service as well as all the sales for its members. This is a true learn-as-you-go experience that you must not miss. Imagine learning how all these services actually work by listening in while our professional consultants handle your accounts. Amazing, right? Bill Madden, the founder of this company, had tried signing up for a home-based business and truly believed that the company on the other end of the line was actually going to perform as they stated. He turned his hard-earned money over to them. And as you can imagine, the same thing that happens to so many people just like you every day also happened to Bill. After months of beating himself up, he started doing research on the market and saw that all these make money from home programs had one theme in common. No one was earning an income except for the people running the programs. A few months later, Bill got a phone call that changed his life forever. To learn more about this lucrative opportunity, click the link below.
Okay, so That commercial is basically a very short commercial. We have 2 different ones that are very similar to that. And essentially, it's just to let people know, because as you guys know, there's a lot of programs out there that don't have real commission structures. And even if they do, it's impossible to compete with companies like Amazon for drop shipping things. And, you know, a lot of you and a lot of different people have spent a lot of different money on programs like that. So again, this program is designed for us to give you as much help as possible. There's never been an MLM or any type of company that does the sales for anyone, has a central location for the selling, and then also that does the customer service and paperwork and things like that. So what we've decided to do is put that central location together, and companies like ACN and things, different companies that are out there that have business services that, you know, basically are similar in respect to have downlines and all that type of stuff. You know, you have to do all the recruiting, and you have to do all the sales and everything yourself. We wanted to make it as easy as possible for folks just like yourself, give you commercials, give you as many things as we can. I'm not going to say we didn't bite off more than we can chew in a lot of respects. That's why we're moving so fast right now to get those things implemented into the new site for you guys. But we're building it as fast as we can, and you guys are really going to like it. And this is Mr. Madden. Bill, say hi to everybody.
How you doing, everybody? Good to see you.
Okay.
I'm looking at myself. I'm exhausted. I'm getting over a cold, and I spent the last 3 days with him, and we haven't slept. We've been working 24/7.
Yeah. So, I mean, as you can imagine, I only have Bill here for a limited amount of time. He's from New Jersey. And so in our quest to get everything done, a lot of stuff we can get done over the phone, but Bill has to be here for a lot of different things. So, but what I want to do is just have you guys ask some questions so we can get things moving along here, and we'll go from there. And then we'll, like I said, in a couple days, you guys will have, by the weekend, by the way, you'll have the Apple application will work. You'll be able to send out the sub-agent link, and you guys will be able to enroll sub-agents, and then we'll get the LinkedIn stuff going for you. The commercial is soon to come. I don't really want you guys launching the commercial until we have the complete new system in place, because we want to give this the best feel possible. And the new system is so dynamic and so amazing that we want the commercial to go and be attached to that new system, so they can log into the system and they can see everything there is to offer, start getting training right away, and get plugged right in with you guys, so that you guys can start earning commissions right away. Because the last thing we want is that you guys have been waiting a minute to be able to earn commissions, and we don't want bringing in a bunch of people underneath you that have to wait for anything. We want everything accessible right away. So let's take a look at what type of questions we have. The LinkedIn training and the logo would be nice to have soon. Okay, you got it, Charles. We'll get that to you before the weekend. So by Saturday's webinar, you guys will definitely have that. We have the video, but we'll give it to you guys, and we'll get it emailed out to you, and then we'll talk about it and how to access it on the weekend's webinar. Will the helpline be answered consistently? I used it twice yesterday with no answer. Okay, the helpline, just to let you know, we're having a problem with Verizon. That's why we gave you guys Keith's number. The helpline, what's going on with it is that it's linked to a phone that through Verizon, it rings to several numbers. You should be getting a voicemail, and that's what's happening. So you have to sometimes call it twice, but you shouldn't have a busy signal or anything like that. But again, we're working out kinks with Verizon right now. It rings to a bunch of cell phones through a service they have that is for some reason not working quite right. So once again, if you have to call someone, you can call, I'm going to give you a cell phone. You can always call the 877 number, but you can call Keith, and Keith will pick up your phone call. So let me just give you Keith's number, or you can literally call me or John if need be. But again, the helpline right now, what's going on with it is Verizon's having some kind of issue where it's not ringing to all the phones. And so it shouldn't be going to voicemail. It should be going straight to voicemail. It shouldn't be ringing and not picking up, because if it rings, then it should be getting picked up. We've been having problems where it just isn't ringing for some reason. But let me give you Keith's number. And on every webinar, I give you guys Keith's number, but let me just give it to you again. Yeah. So this is Keith's cell phone number that you guys can call for now until all the lines are ringing. I'm going to Verizon tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Actually, it's tomorrow or let's see. I think Friday I have an appointment as well. But here's Keith's number. Call Keith if you guys have to get a hold of someone, okay? And then worst case scenario, I'm busy, but if you guys are in front of a business owner for some reason, you can call me as well if you guys aren't getting through on the line for some reason. If you have any problems, you can call my cell phone. We're not going to let you guys have deals that are coming in and not get them taken care of. And until these phone systems and everything is working cohesively, you guys can call Keith, okay, or call myself for any help that you need. and then we'll start with that. I would give you John's number too, but he's so busy on this project that, you know, just call Keith first and myself, okay? So there's the numbers right there. Now, welcome, Bill. Nice to meet you. Okay, great.
Nice to meet you too.
The code. Okay, I'm not sure what the or code. Let's see. I don't know what that means, or code. Jay, the code, I'm not sure what that means, or code. So you're going to have to ask a little bit more on the question. Is there a structured training program for subs? For sub agents, is there a structured training program? Inside the new system, there is now, but here's the thing. Sub agents work like underneath your same, you know, family. So they're going to be coming to you guys for, you know, advice, but they're welcome to come to the webinars if they're working with you. So they'll have access to the training and the webinars with you guys. They're kind of part of your family. Sub agents are going to be always available to you guys, and you guys will be able to enroll those sub agents for free, but only you guys have access to that. The new system has members, they're paid members. And the reason we have to do that is we have a 24-hour, you know, customer service and sales line for you guys. And the only way, honestly, to be able to afford to do that, because the company is literally working at a negative right now, is to be able to have enough members that are paying $19.95 that covers all the customer service people and all the people that we're bringing in right now. So we're bringing in a ton of people, and we've been actually at the other office, they're actually vetting all the new customer service people. They're training them out because they're going to need to be on the phone. You know, it's going to be a 24-hour deal where we're going to have those people. So there is no more free sub agents except for you guys that are enrolled now. You guys will be able to have sub agents, but any members that join underneath you are paid members, and they all have access to the training tools. There's just a different commission structure. So you guys have the full package. You guys get all the training. You guys get everything for free. Members and new agents that are signing in have to pay for different things that you guys will never have to pay for that got involved during pre-launch. And again, that's just another way of us thanking you for kind of waiting and being kind of patient with us. And believe me, you guys have a lot to look forward to. We have a ton of real professionals that are working with us to get this thing put together. Okay, let's see. The calls just went to voicemail. Yeah, twice. Yeah, there's something wrong. So I'll just give you an example. If here's the phone, right? Here's one of the lines that's hooked up to it. It's the last one that it rings to. So right now, if I call it, I'll show you what's happening. And if it's not even picking up at all right now, that's once again, and we have to go to Verizon to get. We have 5 lines that this rings to. But let's try it real quick and see what's happening.
Your call has been forwarded
so
to
there's voicemail. So if I call it again right away, yeah, there it goes. Now it's ringing. Okay, so the second call, it starts ringing. So let's try it again. And I don't know what the problem is. So let's try it again. So let's see if it goes to voicemail now. No, now it's ringing. So that's kind of strange. Let's see. And I wonder how long you have to wait till it doesn't ring. Yeah, it's ringing now. It's something about that first time you call and then a gap in between it. For some reason, it's something with Verizon. So again, we're getting it looked at. I think it's because it's ringing to more than just my phone. There's something wrong. Verizon has a service where it'll ring to multiple lines for you, and they're having an issue with it, obviously. I just have to bring the phones down there and find out what the issue is. But we'll get it fixed for you. So again, just call Keith for now. When can we use the referral link to recruit new salespeople? That thing about gaining $125 per referral, when is that starting? Okay, great. So
good
Anthony, so the link is now going to be working on Apple and iOS. See, the problem was it was released early and it was actually not supposed to be released at all. But on the ISO devices, it was not, allowing us. Apple has very strict codes on what they allow and what they don't allow on Apple. Google doesn't have such strict restrictions. So when they updated the files and they updated the mobile applications on Google, it updated right away. But it didn't update on Apple and wouldn't allow them to update on Apple. And so nothing is ever supposed to be released without testing. And when they hit a button basically and it updated on Google, and it should have never happened. So you guys have referral codes that you guys shouldn't even have. So again, we've been talking about this on the webinar, but now by next weekend, so they fixed the problem with Apple. It's now working on Apple, and now we're just doing the testing on it, and they're uploading it. So it takes 48 hours now that they have it on there to upload. So before the weekend, the referral codes will work. Now, there's only one thing with Apple. When you send the link out, you actually have to send it out via email. It won't be on a text message through Apple, but you can send it on any Android device. You can send it on a text to an Apple device, and they can still go and become a sub-agent. So the sub-agents and agents will be on Apple. They're named users, I believe. You has to be a user. That's the name on Apple. And then on Google, so you can use the referral link, but the only thing is when you send it from an Apple, you have to send it via email. So people will just have to go into their email, then it will take them from their email right to the Google Play Store or the Apple, and they'll be able to upload the sub-agent link. And then you guys will be able to now, as far as the $125 for sub-agents, this is for you guys only. Again, for sub-agents, we can get them enrolled as agents, and if they decide to enroll as agents, that's how you get the $125. If they're sub-agents and they're working for free underneath your commission structure, there is no $125 because they didn't pay anything. So that was a very good question. The new system that's after pre-launch is over, what's going to happen is people will become members underneath you. They'll watch a commercial and they'll either decide to sign up as members or not sign up at all. The members they'll be charged $19.95 to become a member, and then if they decide to enroll as an agent to get a higher commission, members get lower commissions and they can't enroll. They can't get commissions off different people underneath them like agents can. If they decide that they want to enroll as agents, there's different qualifying factors, like if they bring in X amount of deals, if they do this, if they do that, they can actually earn their way into an agent position by basically paying the $500 through getting deals in. And once they get those deals in, they qualify as an agent, and then they get the commission structures that you guys get. But you guys will get 25% of whatever those members enroll into the program at, no matter what. So you'll also get paid, Anthony, when members, the fee that they're paying, you're going to get paid a percentage of that. So every member that's underneath you, no matter what, you're going to get a percentage of as soon as they join. And then you're also going to get, when they enroll as agents, you guys will get a commission on that. Then whatever they purchase, you'll get commissions on all of that stuff. Then, of course, business owners, whatever they sell to business owners, you guys will get paid a commission on that. Then you have your own deals. Whatever you guys do, you guys get a larger commission on all that stuff. We're going to map out the compensation plan in the new system. It's very clearly outlined is how much you make on everything. All the percentages are there. There's examples there. It's very clear cut so that it's very easy to understand how much money you can make. And believe me, there's so many ways to make money with this program. You guys, unless you guys just don't do any work, it's going to be very difficult not to start getting paid in this program. Okay? So.
Hey, quick shout out to John in Lakewood. I'm right around the corner.
Awesome.
We'll be in touch.
Okay. Greg, I have an appointment at 7 a.m. Friday. Who may I call then? Okay,
Yeah.
An appointment for, I don't know what your appointment's for. If with a business owner, then what you want to do is you definitely want to call, Keith, and Keith will, so you can call Keith, let's see, tomorrow, and then he'll call that appointment with you. So if you guys have any pre-made appointments with business owners, let us call with you. We'll get on the line with you. You can make the introduction, and we're more than happy to do that type of stuff with you, okay? Hey, Jay, what's going on, bud? And so Jay actually got me on the phone yesterday with some people for a very large project deal. So just so you guys know, we do project funding and international funding. And again, it's kind of out of my pay grade too. But the commissions for you guys on an international funding deal are very, very large. You're talking about commissions of, $25,000, $50,000, even $100,000, because the deals are $20 million and up. So if you guys ever run into anyone that needs that kind of money and they're able to pay it back, they have a way to pay that kind of money back, we give the file to the higher ups and we get paid a nice commission on those deals. And you guys have the opportunity to make large commissions on those deals too. And Jay actually is working on a project right now that very well could get funded. We don't know. Those deals are very hard to get funded, but when they do, they're very large commissions to you guys. Yep. Okay. Oh, and there's John Stanko. Yep.
There's Johnny and Anthony. Yes.
Yeah, John, and we're working on a deal for John too, a pizza place.
That's right.
Yep, and then he's right in Lakewood. So again, you guys are doing a great job sending in leads, and now you guys can see how easy it is. We take the calls. Believe me, we don't miss calls because we make money the same way that you guys do. So we're going to work with you on these deals to get them set up. The referral link will send them to a website or an app store. Anthony will send them to an app store. The App Store allows them to download the application, but they don't get a website. They actually work underneath your website. So the information is through you. They can send in leads. They can still send people to the website, but it's your website. So all the people that are underneath you, you're going to see the sub-agents underneath you, Anthony, and all these different people that you'll get enrolled into the program and show the commercials to, and all the people that you go out, because you're a great recruiter. So you're going to be able to show people a commercial now, those same people, and let them enroll, and then we'll work with them on getting them setting up deals, okay? Luella. So you are emailing the script to us, and also, how do we get this ad for getting sub-agents? Okay, the commercial is what you're referring to. Okay, that's going to be, again, that's going to be for members, Luella. So now the sub-agents, you can also show them the commercial, and you guys can always get sub-agents, but on sub-agents, they don't pay to get set up. Only you guys can have sub-agents and people with the white labels. Those are people that literally work underneath your commission structure, like we talked about before. We'll divide it however you want as far as the pay, if you don't want to use the regular 75-25, and then whatever deals they bring in, you guys can see them in your website. Okay, so again, you guys, we're making this as easy as possible, but the commercials, you just heard the script, Luella, for the commercials. We've done some filming on them. We're doing some editing, and we want to get them to you as soon as possible. But I'm going to tell you, we don't want to really launch the commercials until the new program is there, because we don't want a bunch of people getting a commercial to a program that's not as good as it could be. The new program and the new website, we put so much money and time and work into this new program. We prefer for everything to be prepared. We don't want these types of issues that you're dealing with people with the phones not ringing properly and different kinks that we haven't worked out. This is a new program, and you know, we were working on limited funds for a minute. We now have been partnered up with some people, saw the value in what we're doing and said, wow, this is the most amazing thing ever. So we now have the funding to put the program together the right way. Now we're on the time clock. Okay, so we've been developing this new program, and we're on the time clock. We have a lot of developers that are working around the clock with me, and we're just making sure that everything is put together the right way. The training programs are in there. So that's why things, you know, if there's little things that you're dealing with slipping through the cracks, or you guys haven't been able to spend any time with myself, it's because I'm busy with these developers getting this new system for you guys set up as fast as I can. Okay. All right. Hey, Philip, there he is. Philip's working on a big deal himself. He's working on a big project.
Hey,
funding
Phil.
deal. Yeah. So you guys, you have some of these guys are working on some pretty big deals, international funding deals. And again, we have a lot of leads coming in from you guys, and we're going to, you know, be closing those deals as fast as we can. We really appreciate how well you guys are doing with the program, and we look forward to working with you guys. So is there any more questions before we go for the night? Like I said, by this weekend, we'll have the LinkedIn video, and we'll have in the ISO, the referral link will work all around for anybody who has Apple or for ISO for ISO devices. I mean, for Google devices as well. Do you guys have any questions right now before we part ways? And then we'll join again this weekend. Okay.
I'm really glad to see you here, Philip. Really glad to see you here.
Jessica, go ahead. Ask away. We're here for you. Red Bull gives you wings. These guys should be paying me. They will be paying me soon, because it was WO Madden. With you guys, we're going to be so big so fast that Red Bull is going to have to give me a contract. I'm getting a Red Bull fridge. I have a commitment to quit Red Bull to some people that got me some coffee, and I haven't been picking it up on purpose. It's down at Jen's house because I don't want to pick it up, because if I pick it up, I was forced to, I made a commitment not to drink Red Bull anymore once I picked this up. But Jessica, go ahead and ask your question.
And I've had to drink a few while I'm here just to keep up.
Oh, we have another question that came in. Oh, someone beat Jessica to the questions. Then they will drop you like a rock when they break. What?
Right. Mm-hmm. There it is.
Okay. So, okay. Your wings. Can you go over how to talk to anyone other than friends in person? I'm super shy, and I have a lot of people I'm supposed to meet up with this weekend. Okay, Jessica. So are you talking about meet up with people as sub-agents or business owners? Which one are you referring to? If you can give me some clarification, if you're talking about people that are enrolling as sub-agents to work with you, or are you talking about introducing yourself when you're working with a business owner? Are there any training videos ready for us? Well, yes, we have the training videos that are for LinkedIn already, and then also we have a couple other training videos for another one that we are actually already finished. Just so you know, Luella, is for how to make what is it? What's the name of the other social media thing? A Yelp account. That one's actually done too. So that should be ready for this weekend. And then the training videos, we have some on the new system. There's a ton of training stuff in there. And again, if the more stuff that we could just keep in the new system and get that out to you, the quicker we can get that to you, we'd really like to give you that. But I want to give you as many training videos as possible on how to use the internet. But a lot of that stuff is in the new system. We have ones on how to do funnels. We have ones on, we have some different training videos that we're putting together for a bunch of different things that are in the new system. But right now, what we want to do is get you guys comfortable. And I'm going to ask another question. Let me answer this first, Luella. We're going to get back to that. So it's a training thing for one of my classes. It's a training thing for one of my classes. Okay. I figured I can get in a 2-in-1. Okay, what type of class is it? I'm a little bit confused. What type of class? Why don't we do this, Jessica? Why don't you just call me and call my number, and we can talk tonight after the webinar. Right after the webinar, just call me real quick. You have my cell phone, the 602-516-5714, and I will help you. I'll talk to you about what we can do. Okay, can Mr. Madden give us his outlook of the future for the business? Bill?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let me start by saying hello. And I spent 21 years on Wall Street. Spent another 10 years developing and patenting a medical device. And I can tell you, with all my heart, this is the most exciting thing I've ever done in my life. A lot of things are converging that point to the fact that we are in the right place at the right time. The economy is growing. Stock market's been a little roughed up lately. So people have some money. They don't know what to do with it. People are looking for ways to make money from home. And love Trump, hate Trump. The fact is, his cuts on corporate taxes, his amnesty to bring money back into the United States are going to create a situation where there's going to be an inflow of money into this country. Businesses are going to grow. People are going to have money to spend. And that means businesses as well are going to want to stay on the edge because they're going to realize if they aren't in the technology era, they're going to be left behind. And the fact is, as Alan has said many times before, 95% of every purchase is preceded by a search. And to be on the first page of Google makes all the difference in the world. I won't go over the percentages, but the first page is critical. When somebody is looking for a lamp or a couch or a basketball, the first website they click onto, if it looks like crap, pardon my French, they're going to click on the next one. Yeah. So all these things are converging. The need to be online, the need to stay up on social media, because not only is it super effective, it's basically free and really, really important to the whole package. So I have such a confident feeling that I've partnered with Alan and put all my effort and belief into this project. And I know that this is the time. This is the time for this thing to explode.
Absolutely. And so, and one thing just to comment on that is that you guys are looking at a time in space that's very, unusual, which is, businesses and home-based businesses used to be very separate. Okay, they used to be two different things. And for years, there was a lot of home-based businesses and none of them really ever really worked. But now you have people that work from home and have real businesses already. And then you also have a lot of people that are looking for a great business. But what's happening out there, it's really strange, is that now more than ever, all of these home-based businesses are the same because the way that people are searching for stuff online, they're getting caught up in ads that are driving them to places that are no good. So, luckily, we call in the same files, and that's how we caught some of you guys. We caught you guys, brought you in with us so that you're not being, tackled by all the bad stuff that's going on out there. And a lot of the stuff that we're going to be teaching you about, such as these funnels, that's the stuff that actually led you to get called by all those different companies that are out there. So again, what we're doing is trying to keep you guys out of the storm and then give you a home-based business with a structure that works, with a commission structure that works, and then also the tools that will be needed. No matter what business you might want to work with in the future, you're going to need the services that we offer, and you get a discount on them. You get your LLC set up, you pick a product or a service that you want to get involved with, you have a website, put yourself on the first page of Google. We'll show you how to do anything that you need to, no matter what the business in, no matter what it is, because we're a business development firm. We have all the services, or we're connected to companies with the services. And so we're connected to the best of the best. So not only do you have a situation where WL Madden, the company that has all of these different business services, has never been done before. So even business owners, if you listen to the end of the conversation, which you guys didn't get to hear, which is what these guys said, is that, man, I love the fact that you guys have everything in one place. Every business owner that we're speaking with on your behalf is telling us the same thing. So we're getting the feedback from real businesses. Hey, what's great is I've been looking for something like this forever, which is one place I can go for all this stuff that's going on and to learn how to get into the technology age. So again, the good news too is we're taking the money that's going to be coming in from this business and we're putting it towards that technology for you guys to have better and better stuff. Okay. So let's take a look here. Okay, I figured I can get it. So we're back with Jessica. Let's see. And we're going to get back to Jessica's. Jessica's going to call me.
She should call.
Okay,
yeah.
so this message is held for review. Karen, Jessica, check out the melrobbins.com mindset reset to help with shyness. Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
That's
very
cool.
good. Very good.
Yep, that's awesome. Hello, Bill. David saying hi to you.
Hey, how you doing, David?
David, actually, we're working pretty closely with him. David, you can call me. We'll be talking real soon, by the way, about what's going on with you. Karen, can I fax the paperwork? What are the ways I can return the paperwork? I think we do have a fax line. You're going to have to call Noe to find out. I think you might even be able to take a picture with your phone and actually just send it in through a picture and forward it to maybe Keith or someone like that, and they can upload it in the system. We're trying to make things as simple. I'm assuming that you're talking about the paperwork for us. So we actually will allow you to take a picture, and then you can actually forward it to someone at the company, and then they'll upload it into the system for you. So that should be fine if you can't find the fax. Okay. So is this the ground floor? Oh yeah, this is the ground floor, and it's been the ground floor for a few months. We've been meaning to, get this new system put together a little bit faster, but it's so complex that our developers are moving at the speed of light. I'm staying up all night long. Bill's dealing with the repercussions of staying up with me for 3 days. He's like, "Do you ever sleep?" I'm like, "Barely at all right now, because I want to give this to these guys. I want to make sure they have the services necessary, and we're working with the developers on overtime to get everything put together for you." I was actually looking for a marketing job. LOL. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So now the marketing stuff, again, that's exactly what you have. You're marketing out to business owners. And we're going to show you some interesting ways to do that. I know you're working pretty closely with Brandon, Jessica. And for you guys that are working with Brandon, he's developing lead after lead after lead through some of these funnels. So if you guys can learn how to use these funnels as effectively as he has, now he's also getting tackled by a bunch of companies because he's building these funnels that keep trying to recruit him away from us. And he's like, no, I don't want to do work with you guys because I have every business service in one place and I get commissions on all of them and a bunch of other stuff. But they've actually people have been trying to recruit Brandon into different companies, believe it or not. Philip, I'm thinking that it would be beneficial to have a one-page marketing flyer. We do have one, actually. It's funny that you mentioned that. We just actually, Bill, is that
I just brought it.
Yep. So we just got them. And if not for each product or service we offer, at least for the 0%, we actually have a flyer that has all the services on it. And Luella's been asking forever, but we wanted to make sure it was very professionally done. So we got a really nice one made for you guys. And you guys should have that really soon. And also some business cards, some different templates for business cards that you guys, wanted. So we actually got one done that was just done, by us. And we said, you know what, we're just going to get a professionally made one that's really nice for you guys to be able to print up and have.
There's a couple of those coming.
Can you scan paperwork in an email? Okay, I'm not sure. Luella, I think all your paperwork is in, but there's no paperwork that you need to do with us. So we handle all the paperwork. So, but you can, if you do have to do paperwork. And by the way, we actually are offering a commission on certain paperwork. If you guys send in applications that are pre-filled out and things like that, we actually are paying you for those too, to give you an extra way to make money. As long as the business qualifies and they bring in more than $10,000 a month, and it's a qualified applicant. And so if they've been in business for more than 3 months, and they bring in more than $10,000 a month, and you send in apps, we're paying you $10 in the new system for that. For credit card processing apps, if you fill them out and learn how to fill them out correctly, we're going to pay you on those applications. We're going to be trying to give you guys as much money as we can and give you guys incentives to work with us. You also get bonuses on how many members you sign up in a month and all kinds of cool stuff in the new system. Ground floor sounds great. We're at the ground. Yes. Okay. So as you can see, the lighting, everything here is ground floor at the very moment. Brandon Blunt. Yep. So Brandon's been with us. Brandon's been with us and seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So yes, we're in the ground floor. But I can tell you right now that the new stuff that we have for you is so professionally done, and that's why we're trying to have you guys hold back on bringing a bunch of people in to something that's at this point that it's at, because right behind us is this whole amazing program that you guys are going to have access to. It's a complete transformation. And so when you guys start seeing me eat and actually get healthy again, you'll see that transformation in me too. I've lost quite a bit of weight just staying up and working, drinking Red Bull, and working with developers all night and getting this program put together. So I need an overhaul too. So and that's coming soon for me too. It's called a vacation, so that I can, like I said, I want to be able to sit down in the system with you guys. What Bill and I said is, look, we're putting something together that we would actually want to buy, and that we would actually want to work at this company and buy into it and just be an agent and be able to do what you guys are doing, so that we could make money. So if we can put that type of program together, that someone like me, and by the way, I'm very, very picky and I need good commissions if I'm willing to work. Yeah, everything has to be done exactly perfectly. So, if it's something that I'm, wanting to do, then I know that it's good. And that's exactly what this is. And just so you know, we have a whole bunch of products with custom nutrition right behind it as well. We just need to get this put together the right way so we can give you all that stuff. Okay, so. All right. Oh yeah, and Luella's been with us the longest. She's like since day one. Luella, we hooked up, and I met Luella. She was one of the first people that actually got involved with this program when it was itty bitty. That was months and months ago. Do you have any more training videos available? Well, there's a training in the back office for like a Facebook thing. There's a training video that is how to approach business owners, and those are really the only things available besides the LinkedIn and the Yelp training video. But let me ask you guys. What else would you guys want for training videos? Because I want to make sure we have everything in the new system that you guys want. Because just to let you know, we're doing all the filming and editing and everything over the course of the next week, and we did some this last week too for the commercials for you guys. But we have some training videos in store for you guys, and we have a bunch of different ones on MLM stuff, on how business. We have Business Training 101. We have a bunch of ones that we put together. But what would you guys like training on? What would you guys like to learn about? Is there some specific subjects that you guys can maybe ask me? I want training on this specific subject, and I can tell you if it's in the new system or if we can make it for you. When can we find the training video? Where can we find the training videos? You guys are all asking for training videos. Give me the training videos that you guys want. Tell me what you guys want training on, so that we can be very clear on what we have, because we have a business training video. We have training on each one of the services. But again, the services right now, that when you get your foot in the door, will take care of the selling of those services. So we do have training on each service individually, which I'm assuming you guys want. It's an app or a phone that you can scan papers and Luella. Oh, she's asking. Let's see. What was she saying? What is that? Oh, she's asking, do you have any more training videos? No. Luella Brand said there's an app called Cam Scam CS. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. It's an app on your phone that you can scan papers and email them from your phone. Really? I've never heard of that. That's really interesting. I would love to see that. We'll have to check that out. Maybe we can make it available. Okay, I think that people could use help with Calendly or other calendar apps for more time management. Okay, time management, that's great. And I do want to tell you, there's a great place to learn how to use different things. And we will do some on the stuff that we use together. I know Brandon uses Calendly a lot, and YouTube has great training videos on different things as well. As far as our stuff, we're going to be training you on our stuff. And like I said, we have a new app that we're going to be giving you guys called a Personal PD. It's a personal database. It's called the PD app, okay? And we're going to be giving that away to you guys. That way you guys can start using it. Once you guys see how life-changing this app is for you, Bill, what do you think about that app?
Fantastic. It changed my life. Alan showed it to me probably 4 months ago. The idea started in him, and it just organizes everything perfectly, makes it super easy to find your pins, your account numbers, your everything you need is right at your fingertips.
Yep, and you guys can take pictures into the app, and you can put notes on it, then you label it, and you label it whatever you want to label it. You can take pictures right into it, you can put notes in it, and then whatever you label it in the new database pulls it up to the top, okay? And then you guys can send it all over the place. The idea originally came from Apple Notes. All we did is take Apple Notes and we made it into a better system, and it's called a PD. It's a personal database. You guys are going to get that app for free, and you're going to be able to give it to business owners with a video on how it works. And the thing about that is that the more you use it, the more addictive it is. So it's amazing, and we're going to be releasing it very shortly here over the course of the next couple weeks. That app should be done as well, and you'll be able to give it to business owners. Okay. I also requested Twitter help. Okay, Twitter is something that we don't use too much on Twitter because with business services, we can try to tie it into Twitter, and just going to be kind of difficult. That's one of those ones that, people want to hear tweets from kind of famous people and different people like that. It's very good in different business markets. So, I'm just going to tell you, when we help businesses with social media marketing, certain businesses fit certain social applications. We will be showing you which ones use which one, but Twitter is not something that we really use a lot. And just because of what we do, there's other apps that are much more functional for what it is that we do. But we probably could put something together for Twitter, but we really don't use it much ourselves for what we do. I can scan from my computer and send it by email. Okay. Wayne, I need the app you were talking about earlier that helps us keep track of our potential leads and a method to follow up with those we contact. Okay, you actually have that, Wayne, and that is the WL Madden app. And then what happens with your leads is they actually go into your back office in your website right now. Now, the new system is way better and way more complex. But even right now, if you have a lead that you put into the system, it should be showing up in your back office. And the notes that we send to you, it should also, we'll be putting those notes on those leads that we're working on for you. We're going to be putting notes in there for you, but you should be able to see the leads that you send in right now in your back office. And that's exactly what it does. It tracks everything for you. Okay. The name of the app is CamScam. Okay, we're still talking about the app.
Oh, okay.
Charles Knight, I need training on anything that I can use to get leads when I can't get out to visit new businesses. Okay, Charles, there's a bunch of different ways to develop leads. I can tell you that, there's email campaigns. We can get you lists of businesses in your area. There's different ways to generate leads on social media. There's different ways to reach out to people that know business owners. And because we have such a complete system, like we talked about before, this is the first business that merges business services together for people that work from home or that have a regular business where they go out and they actually, they have a storefront. But again, developing leads is an art to, figuring out, and it's called networking. And we're going to be giving you a lot of training on networking and relationship building. So a lot of that stuff is done through a multitude of different ways, such as reaching out, first maybe on the internet by using a multitude of different videos that we can give to you.
Oh, there you are.
And then also, we want to make sure that you're able to reach out to people and give you training on how on social media to connect to the right people. There's something called Meetup you guys might have heard of. On Meetup, what it does is Meetup is a place where you guys can put your interests in to meet up and then find different people that have the same interests. And there's so many people that are interested in, marketing, that are interested in business services, that are interested in this. There's so many ways to meet people that know business owners. That's what this is all about, is connecting to people that know business owners. What I would always suggest is in the beginning, make a list of everyone that you know that either owns a business, has someone in their family that owns a business. What about all the people you know that work at different companies, smaller companies that can use our services? You can't miss when you start with a list of everybody that you know or that they know that either owns a business or that works at different companies. Because what's going to happen is you're going to have a snowball effect. Once you start reaching out to people and they know that you can offer all these services, they're going to start reaching out to you once you help a couple different people. But we are going to help you with things like LinkedIn to connect to different people interested in different things to get you more lead development online. Okay. I want LinkedIn. Okay. Okay. I will get you LinkedIn, Luella, so we can show you how to use it. Okay. LinkedIn is great. I am social media lacking. Okay. Social media lacking. We'll have to do a Facebook one too. We'll show you how to build a business Facebook, a business Google, a business Yelp, and a LinkedIn. So let me just make sure, and those are all in the new system, but let me see if I can get you those faster than waiting on the new system. So let me just put them in my notes here. All right. So,
and for Jessica and everybody else, just in conversation with friends or anyone you meet, if you spend a few good minutes listening to people talking about whatever they want to talk about and commenting on what they're talking about, showing interest in what they're talking about, there will be an opening for you to talk about what you're interested in. And nothing is as catching as excitement. Yes. So you talk about what we're doing and what this company is and is going to become. And naturally, people are going to be curious to what you're doing. And just follow the flow and stay cognizant of the fact that this is a great way for you to make extra money and help people and businesses. So just good.
Yeah, this is all about, the one theme that's we've always brought to you guys is that this is all about helping people. The more helpful attitude you have with helping people when you write on social media, when you talk about, hey, we're looking to help business owners and help people learn how to make money from home, help them find a real opportunity for them so that they can actually make a good commission. Help. That's the key word. And then the more that you help other people, the more you get back in return. That's the spiritual, laws that when you're giving out that type of energy to be helpful to other people, you're going to get that help back in return. Okay. Let's see. Yep. I love Meetup. Meetup is great. I love Meetup too. I go to a lot of different spiritual meetups. A dumb question. Are debit card purchases lumped with credit card purchases? Greg, that's not a dumb question.
That is a good question.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And that's actually underneath our training on merchant services. They're not lumped in, and it's actually broken down by different percentages that are paid for debit card purchases and different purchases that are, different amounts that are paid by business owners. Now, if they're using it for like a 0% thing, then it's actually kind of lumped in. It's kind of the same thing. If they use a card, they're not going to pay a fee at all. Okay, but the business owner isn't with our new program. All right. Now, if they're doing it, if they're like the way that they're doing it now, they actually pay different fees than credit cards, than debit cards. They're actually two different fees. So it's actually a great question. We go over that in our training that we give to you on the new system for merchant services, where we go over the training on each service. And I want you guys to have that. Of course, we want you just to call in and let us handle things, but the training that's on each service is broken down, and it's sometimes a little bit difficult. We're having difficulty on the videos because there's so much information in some of the software softwares that we offer, like the reputation management toolbar, you guys have the video. If you go to WL Madden Agent, there's already 5 training videos right there about the stuff that our website does and the way that it functions. Now, we're trying to break down every single one of the services as much as possible so that you guys can understand them as simply as possible so that you can re-explain them to people. And we found out ways that we never thought possible to break these things down to make them real simple for you guys to understand. Okay? Great, Bucks. As far as fees go,
credit versus debit.
Yeah, there's different fees. There are different fees for debit cards than there are for credit cards. But again, on 0%, the business owner doesn't pay a fee. Okay, so but if they're doing regular processing, there is a different fee. Debit cards are usually like 25 to 35 cents per transaction, where credit cards can range anywhere from 1.75 all the way to 4.5%, sometimes more than that on a high risk account, depending on what they're set up with. So if we set them up with 0%, there will be no fee to them for either one. Okay. Let's see. Will those training videos be originals? Oh yeah, the training videos are all original videos. They're not anybody else's videos or anything like that. They're all of we made all of them specifically for you guys for this program. There's it's not training that we got from someplace else or from YouTube. Now we do have links referring you back to videos on YouTube for certain reasons, and that's because there's a lot of useful information there. But as far as our training videos, they're all unique and they're all put together specifically for you guys to be able to function better as agents. You guys got to understand, the better that we can have you guys function as agents, the better the overall company does and the more accounts that we get as well. So that's why this system works so well, is that we're dependent on you just like you are with us. It's not a system where we're getting you involved with something that you can't make commissions on or that is not going to work for you, because we need you guys to be able to earn income too by sending in leads to us. So we want to give you the most effective tools so that you can do that. Okay. All right, great. So that looks like just about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to end tonight, and we're at exactly an hour and a half, which is good. We don't want to make this too long. And then I'm glad you guys got to meet Bill. And then we look forward to working with you. Okay. There's a video for Facebook in our back office. Yeah, there is, but it's very long, and it's actually not an original video. It's just a training video on all the things that Facebook does. It's very long, and I wouldn't, if you don't, need to watch, you can watch it, but there's a lot of sections in it, and it's very long and drawn out. Our new videos are very much to the point, and they're very easy to use. And so you'll be able to use and actually Brandon, you saw his videos on he's going to be making some more training videos for you guys too, to implement along the way. Okay. So Wayne, good to meet you. Okay, great.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
Absolutely. Okay. Nice to meet you, Bill. Thanks for the opportunity, Luella.
Hey, Luella, very nice to meet you too, hon.
Do I have a referral link? Yeah, you should have a referral link, but again, I don't know if you have an iPhone or an ISO device. The referral link that you're going to use, again, nobody's actually using them until the Apple device is uploaded. So this weekend we'll show you how to use it, Luella, but you do have a referral link, and it's in the mobile application. So you have to download the mobile application. So we can talk this weekend too, Luella. So you can give me a call after the webinar this weekend, and I'll walk you through whatever it is that you need help with once that app is available, okay? Because you have my number. So, Brandon Blunt, okay. Your webpage too, okay. Yeah, well, yes, there's a link on your webpage as well, but I think she's referring to the referral link for sub-agents. Okay, so Android users can't use the app either. Yeah, you both can. Android users and Apple users can both use the app. Yes, you both can. Okay, great seeing your face and face-to-face. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right, Brandon. Brandon, you and I will be talking. I look forward to talking to you, buddy. And then I think your deal is actually done. And then we'll go from there. You guys will be. You guys are doing great, and you guys are already learning really quick. And I'm really excited. So we're really excited to pay you guys out commissions. What's the referral link? Anthony, we're gonna have to talk, buddy. Okay, you're gonna have to give me a call. We'll talk later. Okay, guys. All right, you guys have a good night.
All right, good night, everybody.
Bye.